You'll often hear find the pattern when it comes to fishing. This is In Through the Outdoors, and I'm your guide, Chasen Walter. They say let the fish tell you what they want. Most of the time, they're talking about a color pattern. Is it white? Is it pink, chartreuse, or purple? While fishing a large slough for jumbo perch, we couldn't really nail down a particular pattern for feeding. It seemed as though a minnow hooked in the tail with any color lure worked. We did, however, discover a different pattern. While those perch didn't care for jigging, they did favor a dead stick. And after a while, we noticed the small fish would cause that bobber to rapidly bob up and down. The 8 to 10 inchers would pull that bobber right under the water, and the 11 to 13 inch perch would pull that bobber down in slow motion. It was amazing. The bigger the perch, the slower the bobber would sink below the surface, and it would come to a stop. You couldn't set the hook, you just pulled the line tight and started reeling, and every time it was a jumbo perch. An amazing pattern that presented itself after a half a dozen 12 and 13 inch perch were put on the ice. Another pattern that presented itself was a consistent feeding time, 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. without fail until a change in the weather. We were never able to establish a midday or afternoon bite, but it didn't take us long to realize there wasn't an evening bite. If you fish for only one day, it's hard to establish patterns, so don't get frustrated if you can't find one. Fish a second and third day, and the patterns will present themselves if you pay attention. I'm Chasen Walter, and that's In Through the Outdoors. Find more on Facebook, Apple Podcast, and chasenwalter.com. Thanks for listening. If you want a flamethrower, then think about ThrowFlame. ThrowFlame delivers power, performance, and safety. Built with pride by military veterans in the heartland of the USA. Interest-free monthly payments, no credit check or application required. Learn more at chasenwalter.com. I'd love it if you follow In Through the Outdoors on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram. Download the podcast, and if you enjoy newsletters, subscribe to the Caster for original ITTO content and outdoor news at chasenwalter.com.